Good Thursday morning. Big changes have taken place in the overnight hours. We've had rain, about 0.15 of an inch here in Rochester, a little less than that in Lake City, but we can see a little sun trying to break through. Not much of that, though, in store for the rest of today. We have more rain on the way. This is our Guadalupe Group camera looking live right now just after 8 o'clock on this Thursday morning. This is our Guadalupe Group camera from Lake City, the Pearl of the Lake camera. We see choppy waves. Winds have been on the breezy side. They'll get gustier as we move along through the day. More rain, a couple of thunderstorms. Not severe weather, but definitely an unsettled day with gray skies, periods of rain, and temperatures still fairly mild for this time of the year. But this is the last time we will be able to say that for at least another week, probably longer. We have a lot of cold air on the way, and at the very best, in the next week, will be just a few degrees colder than the seasonal average. But today, technically speaking, is certainly a mild start for this time of the year anyway, in the 50s as we look now. From Rochester to the south, there is Bandel Road in the distance, downtown Rochester. That's our Guadalupe Group camera from Signal Hill. Our camera here at the studio, 53 degrees in Rochester, Austin 57, 55 in Charles City, Preston 51. So a fairly light breeze right now. I've had some gusty winds overnight, a break right now from that, but air pressure continues to fall as that storm system gets closer. We're looking at the more unsettled weather, increasing winds later on. And winds are going to be a big issue heading into the weekend as well. Right now, a milder southeast breeze will be with us, looking at periods of rain. Some thunder at times, certainly after about 10, 11 o'clock this morning through lunchtime. Another round perhaps late afternoon into the early evening again, but not much in the way of sunshine. Gray skies and high temperature around 65 degrees, which is about, for this time of the year, about 4 degrees above the seasonal average. Sunset 6:35. Rain building in for the south and west, of course, as you watch this later on. The radar may not match with what's going on because this is what's happening right now. But in time, we're going to see that rain spreading northward, a broader view of that, with that center of low pressure crossing the Missouri Valley, coming in out of the Dakotas and Nebraska, pushing northeastward. We're going to be dealing with some rain in our sector of the system, north and westward. That's where the heavy snow is, and that's where the weather headlines are this morning. Winter storm warning in effect for the Dakotas. Possibility of blizzard conditions at times in the next 24 hours. A lot of wind. Certainly a strong wind component with that, especially westward. An open country, 40-mile-per-hour gust winds with 6 or more inches of snowfall. Winter storm watch for far northwest Minnesota. About 5 inches expected there as it stands now. So lesser doses of snow for the Minnesota part of the region. But gray and damp today. Falling temperatures tomorrow. In fact, the high temperature tomorrow will be around 1 or 2 in the morning. Then temperatures take a tumble and bottom out in the low 40s by afternoon. The weekend, barely 40 for high temperature on Saturday with raw winds and even some snowflakes mixed in, maybe even a few flurries left over into Sunday. But looking at the sharp contrast and a sharp dividing line, 50s to the east, even some 60s between Rochester and Kansas City. Looking to the west, teens in Casper, 37 in Fargo, 24 Miles City, Montana. That cold air is on its way. We won't necessarily see 20s, but something barely warmer than that at times. Here's Futurecast. There's that rain moving in. At times, some thunder, especially for the evening just ahead of that cold front. Beyond the front, a couple of showers very early tomorrow. We'll get a break. Gray skies, maybe a couple of flurries by late afternoon and some sprinkles, but at this point, nothing really major out of that. But raw winds tomorrow, dropping temperatures, and then cold air settles in for Saturday. We start off around freezing in the morning. We have high temperatures around 40, wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour, yielding wind chill around 25 to 30 degrees. That'll feel like it's about 30 degrees at times. Some wraparound snow showers or flurries with that into Saturday, even off and on to the afternoon and evening, and then maybe a leftover flake or two on Sunday. Again, the heaviest snow well to our north and west. A trace amount of snow here expected. At most, maybe something to coat the grass, the tops of the grass blades, but that's about it. We're not necessarily looking at a shovel and not much to accumulate because it, quite frankly, will melt. It's been rather warm recently. 65 today, technically speaking, warm for this time of the year. 64 in Austin, 63 in Albert Lee. Showers, a couple thunderstorms, southeast winds picking up heading into the afternoon, gusting beyond 20 miles per hour. Tonight, some thunderstorms in the evening, then light rain after midnight. Temperatures falling. It will be in the 50s until that cold front moves through around 3 a.m. And then by tomorrow morning, 42 for the morning commute. And that's about it. 47 again, the morning high until the morning commute. Then again, leveling off lower in the 40-degree range with showers early. Drier in the afternoon, maybe again a sprinkle or snowflake by evening. Saturday and Sunday, blustery and cold. By the time we get to Columbus Day, maybe a break of sunshine, but not many of those, and a slight chance for a little rain next Tuesday. That may be the only rain chance we have all next week, as we see a very slow warming trend that carries us from mid-40s eventually maybe to the mid-50s by next Friday. So a very slow warm-up, but drier weather after this weekend. In the meantime, today stay dry and be prepared for the big blast of cold November-like weather that reaches us tomorrow and lasts through the weekend. Have a great day, everybody.